Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Sprite's World. I am yours truly, Spritey, and that is the typical intro that I normally do on all my other videos. On podcasting, I'm trying my best to do an intro where you're just getting into a conversation. So I'm going to try my best to avoid that. It's just one of those things that come instinctively whenever I hit that start recording button. But for this sake, I just want you guys to hear it and understand where I'm coming from whenever I have to say that. Today's topic will be all about fun little collectibles. Me as a wrestling fan especially, I have been collecting all sorts of fun wrestling figures. And if you're looking via video, you can see that I have just a collection of hundreds of wrestling figures. It's not just what are all there. Don't think it's not just, all faced forward. It's all literally divided, and I got more behind me just that way. There we go. So I just wanted to share a little bit of the ones that mean the most to me. There's collectors out there, hardcore collectors of all sorts of interesting things like Hot Wheels. I have learned from a coworker that collects Hot Wheels. I have learned that there is more to just collecting. There is, every year they come out with these things called treasure hunts and chases. And these treasure hunts are basically the more valuable cars to go after in Hot Wheels. And they'll have a special little logo that indicates that it's a treasure hunt. And then they have a super treasure hunt, and those are like the rarest of the rares. So every year, Hot Wheels releases a collection of cars, like about 250 or whatever, and then they will release their treasure hunts. And I also learned that if you worked in a retail world, like Walmart, for example, if you work at Walmart and you work in the toy section, and you know what you're doing, you can easily just yank those treasures off, like from the box. You don't even have to put it on the shelf. So I have learned that in the retail, it's very difficult to find collectibles and stuff like that because there's some places that have workers that do that. Granted, not all people, not all Walmarts, not everyone knows about it. So you can still go to a Target or a Walmart or wherever, and you'll be able to find these collectibles still. I have some collectibles I would like to share today of the rare stuff that I was able to find a couple, because on AEW wrestling figures, they have chase. They have 1 out of 5,000, 1 out of 3,000 figures type of stuff. And so whenever they do that, they have a sticker on there that indicates 1 out of 3,000. And if someone collects, stuff like that, they would instantly know. It doesn't take a genius or a rocket scientist to know, hey, that's probably a valuable figure. But some people just let it by. So there is a couple of figures that I was able to snatch off the shelf, surprisingly, that I wanted to share. And the first one was when I went to Washington, D.C. to acquire my Hungarian citizenship. I went to D.C. for 4 or 5 days. Fun time. I want to go back. D.C., it was very enjoyable. But I was able to collect this Anna J, however you want to say her name, 1 out of 5,000 collectible right here. And it has a sticker right here. I went to a mall. I wanted to go to a mall in DC, and I just wanted to, just check around. Originally, I was gonna I was gonna look for a Capitals jersey, the hockey team, the Capitals. They are the Washington, D.C. home hockey team, and I was looking around to find a jersey, but for whatever reason, almost all the stores just don't have jerseys, so I ended up having a hat. I went to one of the hat shops that were in the mall, and I got myself a Washington Capitals hat. So that you will occasionally see that in some of my videos here and there. It's a very blue hat with red lettering on it. But anyways, yeah, I went to the mall. They had a GameStop. I went in there, and GameStop, I don't know if they still do now. I haven't been in a GameStop in so long, but back then, anyways, a couple years ago when I went, they had AEW figures all of GameStop's almost, and I hate GameStop for this because they overcharged these figures. They're like $25 when realistically they're like $20, and sometimes you can even get them cheaper. So GameStop, the company that they are, overcharging these bad boys. So sometimes you'll find that they're on clearance. They'll have a sticker somewhere on the bottom or in the back saying clearance, and that's when it's worth it. Surprisingly, this was on clearance. They marked it down to $20.97. So original retail price, basically, for this figure. Not that it makes much of a difference. But I was surprised to have seen this. This was my first Chase find. I have not seen anything like it before. It was popular on the internet. At that time, these figures were going for about $75. I don't know what it's worth now. I think the value may have decreased because of where AEW is currently at right now. AEW is not up there like it was in 23 when they still had Punk and all that. I mean, they're big. They're still big. Don't get me wrong. AEW is, doing their thing, but it's definitely not in comparison to what they were a couple years ago, unfortunately, because I still watch AEW. I still go to all the shows when they come around town, even near town. So I'm a true AEW fan, supporter. I will be there for the shows. I think I have fun at the shows. I've been to recently World's End, the pay-per-view in Orlando. I thought that was like one of the most fun wrestling events I've had in so long, because that day, like, the fans, super energetic, the crowd, everything that day, just like, I don't know if it was because it was a college town where they were at. I don't know. I just know it was fun. I had a great time. I was screaming my lungs out. Anyways, we're going to carry on. I wanted to, before I continue on with any other figures, I got this as a gift. I got WWE trading cards. Now, I don't collect trading cards. I think everyone used to collect Pokemon cards back in the day, but I think only adults do now. But I was gifted this box of WWE cards, and I've never truly collected cards or anything like that. And this box here comes with 6 packs of trading cards. Now, I never really understood WWE cards. I never really understood the point. But I have learned that there is a lot of value to some of these cards. So every year, apparently, WWE will release a 1 out of 1 card, meaning that there's only that one card. And what it is that it is a very big, famous superstar, sometimes with their autograph on it. And I did a little research because I just wanted to know, are there any worth to these WWE cards? If I were to open them and I got something, should I know if it's valuable or not? And I don't collect them, but it'd be great if I knew what I'm looking at. I know I got 6, and each pack has 4 cards inside. I don't think I have anything rare, but apparently these WWE trading cards by Select 24 is what it's plastered on. I don't know. Supposedly, every year WWE does this. And the interesting thing is, I searched up what was the most valuable card, and I'll do it right now. Today is March 17th as I record this. So I'm going to go on eBay right now. I'm going to search up WWE Select, or WWE Trading Card, actually, just in general, if it will hurry up and load. Last I searched, it was Hulk Hogan that was the most valuable card online. I think it was for about 50 grand. And it goes to show that no matter how many times people try to cancel Hulk Hogan, after all the things that he's just kind of said on the news, his controversial background does not stop his popularity or fame. And so it's still like the highest card that you can get. So I just searched it in, and just a regular Ultimate Warrior 2023 Prism True Gold PSA 9 is $500. But that's not what I'm curious for. I am going to be curious for the most expensive. So let's see if I can figure out on eBay how to change the filter where I am getting the most expensive. Price plus shipping, highest first. That's what I want. So we're going to click on that. It's going to take a very hot minute to load. The only reason it takes a hot minute to load is because my Wi-Fi, the router's not in here. Anyways, Hulk Hogan, 1985 Topps WWF Wrestling Rookie trading card is put at $4,000. PSA, mint 9. So it's up there. I could have sworn I've seen something for 50 grand. I guess I must be imagining things. WWE. Let's see. Maybe I put it in wrong because I put in trading card. Maybe if I put in card. What if I just put in card? 200 plus Topps for 2,000. Nope. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so now that I put in card, it makes a difference. Okay, so there's 2023 Select WWE Dominic Mysterio Signature Black 1 out of 1. That's posted at $133,000 with 21 watchers looking at it. There's a 1982 Wrestling All-Stars of Hulk Hogan. So this is not WWF, but it's got a PSA of 8.5 and it's set at 62.5 grand. So there's definitely a lot. You got a 1982 Wrestling All-Stars of Ric Flair rookie, PSA 9.5. So there is a lot. 2025 Topps now. I show speed at the Royal Rumble, red 5 out of 5, set at 30 grand with 33 watchers. And this is Braun Breaker, who I think is holding him up. I forgot. I can't see who's holding him up. Anyway, so it's just amazing. 2015 Topps WWE Undisputed Roman Reigns autograph, gold, 1 out of 1, best in the world, set at 27 grand with 26 watchers. So you got John Cena 2024 set at 25K. So there is a lot of cards on here that are sold high, ridiculously high. So it's going to be interesting going through these cards and seeing what all I got. So we're gonna start by opening this one now. Let's see if I can open one without destroying it. Ooh, I was able to open it. So we're gonna open these bad boys together. We're gonna go through them all together, and the first card that I have here is Harley Race. Can you believe that? Harley Race. And then I got, I don't know how to say her name, Michin Mission. What else do we have? We have Dragon Lee, who's part of the LWO. That's interesting. And then, oh no, not what I wanted. It is Bubba Ray Dudley. I don't know why he is in an orange while these cards are red. I guess the brighter the color, the more valuable they are. Again, I've never collected these things, so I have no idea what to look for. They each have a number on the back of these cards to, I guess, indicate what number of the card they are. But nothing valuable here, and that's okay. These cards, they have a very good I don't know what to call it. It's not papery like a Pokemon card. It's actually got like a film on it where it kind of like holds it together. Like it's like meant to last. So gross. I got Bubba. I dislike his comments in wrestling. I mean, he's His name is Bully, and I don't know if what he's doing online is just part of a gimmick to get hate attention, but it is certainly working. So we're just going to move on from that and open our next deck. This is fun. This is interesting. What else do we have? And on the back of these cards, it shows you what brand they're in. So on Bubba, it was he's just a WWE legend, but on everyone else, it'll show if they're a SmackDown or Raw. Same for Harley Race. He's a legend. Anyways, so that's pack number 1. We are going to open pack number 2, and we're going to go through this together. I got Julius Creed as my first one here. I don't think I've really heard much of you from Raw, from Ohio Valley, number 70. Who else do we get? Carmen. Gosh, I'm going to really... Oh, it's a rookie card, too. Perfect. That explains why I don't know you. Carmen Petrovic? Petrovic? I don't know. But it says on the corner next to the select that it's a rookie card. So if she ever goes super popular... yep, she's an NXT from Toronto, Canada. Number 8. So this might be worth something, I guess. I have Hulk Hogan. Can you believe that? A Hulk Hogan set on number 81. And then lastly, this card is upside down from the rest for whatever reason. I got, for whatever reason, IRS. That is probably one of the most random ones. Now, what I have noticed is that there is a special number in the back of it, and I don't know if it means anything. It's 161 out of 390. See if the camera can catch that. Probably not. Can you catch it? There it is. So 161 out of 399. Is this like a limited edition card? Is this like only 399 of these were made and I have one? I mean, let me double check these other cards here, make sure they don't say anything. Yep, nope, it's the only card that I have that is that. So I got a rookie card and I got, I guess, a limited edition card. So we'll put those stacks on top. Actually, no, we'll just make a separate stack for something I think may be special and all the other cards that are just meh. I guess Hulk Hogan might be like probably one of the more valuable characters out of the deck. I mean, again, like I said, Hulk Hogan was one of the highest sellers online, despite his controversial background. Some people don't even know it. So we're going to open up our third pack here. Whoa. Again, this is interesting. This is fun. I've never done anything like this before. All right, so we have Ariana Grace. And then we have Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look at that. Is he a special card? Nope, just a card. That's fine. We have Eve Torres. So we got some good selections here. That was a stick that hit my shed. And then we have another rookie card. Adriana Rizzo. Adriana? ADRIANARIZZO. Again, NXT. And it's another rookie card, so it might be worth something one day. Who knows? Well, look at that. So we'll put that on the special deck of the 2 people I don't know and the 1 IRS. And we're going to put this on the stack with you guys. There we go. I'm very curious to see if that Hulk Hogan's like worth anything. Probably not. All right, so that's 3 decks, 3 to go. This is interesting. I've never done anything like this before, where I've just shown off the cards. Okay, so we are starting off with Nia Jax. I don't think I'm missing much there. I got Dakota Kai. Okay, we're starting somewhere. JD McDonough, I think so. And then Piper Niven, who's also orange, like Bubba. But I don't understand, like, why. I don't know. Like, orange, red. I don't know if my camera will catch this or not. No. Yes, no, a little bit. Hardly. It's more orange on this one than it is this one. This one's red. All right, well, that's that stack. It's a lot of women wrestlers on here. This pack had 3 women and 1 man. That's all right. That's all right. We're collecting. We're going. All right, so let's see what this pack has to offer. I wonder if anyone gets excited at all doing this. All right, so I have the classic Undertaker, not classic, but his early 2000s Undertaker right here. I'm surprised that's not orange. Again, I don't know what the orange means, but it is what it is. I have Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's pretty cool. So this is like, I got a Legends pack going on here. I have Bruno Sammartino, and he's got a little different vibe to his card. But look at that. I think that's pretty cool. And then I have Select Icons. As if these 3 weren't icons enough, this one is very special, I guess. It's WWE Superstar Booker T. And it's all in a different logo and everything. So I'm very curious. I might just Google some of these cards after this episode and just figure out if they're even worth anything and let you guys know what's up. So this is probably the coolest pack I've had. This is just rare. I mean, I guess not rare, but like, I don't know. After all the other cards I've been opening up, this is like probably the best I've gotten so far. All right, one last pack. What are we going to do with ourselves? If I can open it. All the others were easy. This one's hard. Please open. There we go. I had to open it from the top. Normally I was able to get it from the side. Alright. What do we got? We have the British Bulldog, which is pretty cool. We have the Ultimate Warrior. We have Ravishing Rick Rude. That's pretty cool. And last but not least, we have Howard Finkel. So, that is all the cards I've collected. I don't know exactly what the difference is between a lot of these cards here, but I don't even know what would probably be the most valuable card of all the decks that I got. If I had to guess, it would be either this Hulk Hogan one or this Booker T icon. And I only say Hulk Hogan not because like I'm a huge fan of his or anything like that, but like because of his value. Yeah, there you are, Hulk Hogan. But I'm looking at IRS and I'm looking how he's just a special number and I don't understand it. So we're gonna get back to him. Yeah, 161 out of 399. Interesting. Okay, well, I got a fat stack of cards here. Oh, I accidentally dropped a couple as I was just trying to show them off. So, I can understand the hype of collecting them. I can understand, you know, getting in a box a week or something like that and just opening them up and then collecting. But look at this stack. This is like for 6 4-packs. This is all I got. And it's a lot. I got a whole lot. But, I don't know. I don't know if any of these are actually truly worth it or not. Oh, I wasn't expecting to get myself a 1 out of 1 card anyways, but I got something. I guess you're bound to get something anyways. I mean, you can trade those cards. If you have a friend that likes to collect WWE cards, why not? Screw it. Trade. Anyways, so, carry on. Back to collectibles. Now that I got all that opened up and taken care of. Another one. Figures that I got was a very special one, actually. This was probably the first wrestling figure I've ever grabbed, and I wasn't a very huge collector of wrestling figures. I think I got this in 2017 or 2018, somewhere around there. And this was like before AEW. This was before collecting figures. This was before collecting anything. The first thing I really collected was Pops, but I didn't even have like a whole collection like a lot of people. Anyways, this is the Slim Jim edition of Randy Savage, and at the time I believe I have spent $60, $70 on this bad guy. And I can't remember if he was accessible to purchase at a Comic-Con of some sort or not. But I got him online at one of the more popular wrestling figure websites to buy from. I didn't get it from the homepage of WWE or anything like that. Well, let's search him up real quick. WWE Randy Savage Slim Jim figure. We are going to find out right now what he's worth, because I remember he was like up. He was up at least a couple $100. But let's see what the market is now. The first result, eBay, $250. So it's up there. I am not seeing any other figure. Okay, so there's another one set for $150. So it ranges in a couple $100 area. Anyway, carry on. The next thing I have collected. This was by random. This was the last thing I would ever expect to find on the shelf, especially for who he is. I went to a Walmart on a Sunday morning at 7 a.m., 7:30, somewhere around there. This was like before everyone was getting in there. I think they had probably just stocked this figure on the shelf before the store opened. I got myself a CM Punk limited edition chase. 1 out of 5,000. This is not just like his current version. This is his old version. This is his Ring of Honor days, when he was wrestling Daniel Bryan up against, or not up against, but when he had Ricky Steamboat as the referee. This I thought was pretty cool. And how could I ignore that? How can I ignore this figure right here? Like, just look at him. His original one, I have it. It's back on my bookshelf there. He's got yellow pants and all that, but this one's red. And I don't know, I thought that was just pretty cool coming across that, because the last thing I expected to find out of Walmart anyways was a chase. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was just like one of the most wildest things I was able to come across at a Walmart. Let's see how much CM Punk Chase AEW. I'm just curious about prices, because again, AEW's just kind of slowed down, so people are getting rid of products and stuff like that. Number 64, that's what it is. 64. Nope, not 62, 64. It's already loading. Great. Thanks, computer. Number 64. Someone's selling a different version of it for $50, but not that one. A different chase. Who knows? Maybe it's still collectible. People would still want to buy it. It's CM Punk after all. Someone's selling it for $60. So $50-$60 range. It's not too bad. It's not the end of the world for this guy. Yeah, someone's selling it for $70. Yeah, so you can still get on. Someone's trying to sell it for $125. I don't know, if you're on eBay and you're gonna look for a chase figure and you look at all of them, I don't think you're gonna spend $125. I think you're gonna be looking at the $60 or $70 one. So there's that. Another purchase that I've made is this AEW Sting figure, and this was an online transaction at Shop AEW. This is a exclusive of 1 out of 3,000, and this one means a whole lot because Sting is like my absolute favorite wrestler. He's pretty much is responsible for getting me into wrestling, because when I was a kid, I turned on TNA back in 2008, and this man was on there. I'm like, who the frick is that guy? And I just, in my mind, thought he was like the coolest dude in the world. And I was just like a huge fan. And the next thing you know, you're going on YouTube, you're searching wrestling clips, and you see the whole history of what this man did in WCW. And it's just like one of those wild things. Like, this guy is an icon, a legend. So this was a Shop AEW exclusive where you can only get it online on the website. And let me tell you, they had made a mention that they were going to release this figure online. And when they do that, that means a lot of people will be lined up and ready to click on the button to buy this figure. So, I scratched and clawed, and this figure came out on the day that Sting retired, like his last wrestling match against the Young Bucks at Revolution last year. This was going on sale that very day, and I had not known that because they didn't tell when exactly they're going to release it. They just made a mention that it's going to be on AW shop, and so I've been clicking, I've been searching, I've been scratching and crawling to get this figure, and when it came out, this figure sold out so quickly. All for good reason. All for good reason. And now, I also have to make a mention. I bought myself a Will Ospreay figure, Shop AEW exclusive as well. That's 1 out of 3,000. It's going to come in the mail tomorrow for me. And I can't wait to grab that because it's his first ever actual wrestling figure. And it's when he did his Wembley entrance, and he's all in the United Kingdom attire that he had on. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, we're going on to the last purchase that I've got here. This is probably one of the stupidest things I've bought. This is a production tape, an SP tape. And it's not played by just any, videotape player. It's got to be a very special, expensive videotape player or editor, because back in the day with these bad boys right here, you were able to edit them on these big machineries. You just plop them in, and then they had these huge big machineries, and you're able to edit the tapes that way. This is a production tape that I probably should not be holding in my hands. This is a WWF 1986 promotional tape, and it is called Story of WWF, and it's 7 minutes long. I am curious to see what's in here. I tried searching 1986 Story of WWF. I got nowhere. I got nowhere. Like, I don't know what's on this tape. I don't know if it's something people have even seen. Probably. I don't know. Again, this should not be in my hands. I feel like this should be in a warehouse locked up somewhere. I feel like this should be underground in Memphis with all the other abandoned WWE tapes that they've got hidden. I just feel like this is just very unique to me. And look at the tape. It is very different as well. Production tape right here. This ain't going in just a normal player. You gotta buy a special player called the SP. I forgot what the SP stands for. Is it Superior Beta SP Player? Just search up Betacam SP Player. So we're gonna search up Betacam. You have to have this special player to be able to at least see what's on here. And when that day happens, everyone's going to see it. And Betacam players, SP players, are not cheap whatsoever by the word cheap. They are expensive. One is power tested only, $500. One that does work, that's been rebuilt, $1,150. Another one that shows it works, $1,200 by Sony. And so all these video SP Betacam players, expensive. And you can try to buy a cheap one and pray it works, but a lot of these cheaper ones only say they are power tested, meaning like it turns on, but it may not just work. There's one set at $50 where it turns on but can't test. That with this, they're also heavy. $90 delivery, $60 delivery, $78 delivery. So not only are you, if you were to buy a $500, you had to put an extra at least $100 just from fees and shipping. So don't buy yourself a production tape. Don't be like me where you see something and you just want to buy a Betacam, and then next thing you know you figure out something and you probably don't care for it anymore. I don't know. Or maybe be like me. I don't care. I only just bought it because it was cheap online on eBay, and it was put on eBay. There was a lot of watchers, and I'm like, screw it, buy it. And who knows? Maybe I can make a profit off of it and sell it for a few $100s. Because let me tell you about something about these beta tapes, right? Is that you don't often come across these production tapes. You don't often come across, especially a wrestling owned tape by either WWE or WCW. You can come across other production tapes from other companies, but that's other companies. This is a WWF from 1986. Again, I feel like it should not be on my hands, but it is. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it other than keep it and wait until one day I can come across the beta cam and play it, and the world and I can share together what is on this tape. Other than that, again, I have a bunch of wrestling figures behind me, but they're just collectibles. And I don't really have anything else to show other than all that we have gone through today. Yeah, I know, not too much of rare items. I do still have my limited edition Mountain Dew Xbox. I had once made a video about it back in 2013 when I first purchased that Xbox. And let me tell you something about that Xbox. Is that I got that Xbox at a local video game store that is currently closed down, which is unfortunate because I was a regular over there. I came over there like once a month just to check out games and stuff back in the day. And so I would just go there for nostalgic reasons, and there was this Xbox that was hidden, or not hidden, but like put under their glass case. And it had it down for $100. $100 for this Mountain Dew Xbox that I've never seen or heard of before. And I just looked at it, and I couldn't help it. I bought it. Now, those things are worth $1,000. I think that's a fair trade back in the day, right? Because I grabbed it, it worked, had to. No, just no way I couldn't leave without it. I've never seen anything like that before, and I hadn't realized. I've done a lot more research on Xboxes. There's a few limited edition original Xboxes, and it was pretty cool back in the day. And they sell. They are rare. And I feel like the more that time passes, the more rare those things are going to be, because I've seen some absolute beat up Xboxes that are limited edition, and it destroys that value of it. So I've been keeping this Xbox just valued on my shelf, just crystal clear, clean, taking care of it. Still looks like the day I purchased it. I am proud of it. So other than that, I think that's all the limited edition stuff that I have here. And that is all for the episode as well. So if you like this video, rate, comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you do on YouTube or anywhere else. I don't care. And go to bed.